Alright, hello. Welcome to the stream. So, just make sure everything's good here. Started a little late today, but we are going to be playing some arena and quick play today. And there's a special arena going on right now, which I'll explain once we do the preview. So, first thing I want to do. Yeah, I know, right, Cash? I got it. Alright, so first thing I want to do is show the spoiler card, which is feral feeding here. I'm going to be putting these all up so that there's a clear source for this, but I don't have a link to give you right now. Feral feeding is a wilds event. What it does is it deals 4 damage to all of your opponent's champions, and it also makes all of your champions stronger that turn. So it gives your champions +4 offense and +4 defense. So you can think of it kind of like a battle cry or a um, Winds of Change, except that instead of it doesn't make things like the Risen does or Wolf's Call does. It just makes your champions bigger and deals damage to all their champions. So if you are trying to build some kind of token deck, but you're also worried about other token decks, this can help you out by removing your opponent's small champions while also making your small champions very big. Alright. Yeah. But that's going to be the spoiler for today. I'll leave it up for a minute while I talk about the new arena format that's going on. So this month we're doing a special arena where we're not including the base set for expansions. So in other words, each of the formats will be with Tyrants, Uprising, and Duels, and there won't be any base cards in the arenas. So right now the arena is the random 60, so you get 60 cards and you cut down to 30, and that means that my 60 cards will all be from Tyrants, Uprising, or Duels. Anyway, I'm gonna hop into it. Let's just see here. Alright, and we're in. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is just make a deck for the arena first. Alright, and just so you know, every Friday these change. So this actually started last Friday, but I was participating in the community challenge, so I haven't built the deck yet. And the way that the random 60s work are you build a 30 card deck from 60 cards, and then that will be your deck for all of your games until you lose. Okay, so first thing I like to do is just go ahead and put in cards that I think I would play in most decks. So like Angel of the Gate, it's a great off-turn champion. It doesn't have any color requirements, so I would play it in most decks. And I probably will play Force Exile just because it's a draw 2 with a reasonable effect that I'll use sometimes. So I'll do that. I like to put in board clears. Maybe we'll have some establishing champions, but nothing crazy yet. Really like Rescue Griffin in most decks. I think that a lot of the time you can wall out a 1-cost champion with this for 0. What I'll do after I go in and add some cards like this from every color is I'll come back and then I will add in see if there's a color that I want to go heavy into. Like right now it's already looking like Evil is a pretty strong option, because we've got Necrovirus here, which removes a champion, and then also I can banish an evil card I can banish this when I play an evil card to get 3 more zombies, so it's much stronger if you have other evil cards to go with it. Got Raxa here, which I'm definitely going to play just for the 3 6 offense, 6 defense champions that you get when you play it. But also if you have evil loyalty, then you get the additional 2 damage to each of your opposing champions. Alright, and then we've got Rift Summoner here. Yeah, I think I'm almost definitely going to be going into Evil here. Rift Summoner, honestly, even if I don't have a loyalty for it, a lot of times I'll play it and I'll just break a champion that's not the demon that it makes. So I'll either it'll break itself and it'll just be 2 demons for gold, or it'll break a random thing that's blocking that's going to die anyway. Treat Swindler, I love my draw 2s, especially when they give me something extra. We want to have some kind of discard pile banishment. We don't really need Corpse Monger if we're going to be playing Heinous Feast here. So I was going to put the Corpse Monger in, but then I saw we have this. This banishes the whole discard pile, so this prevents our opponent from winning by decking out if we just have this in our deck. Rax's Curse, great piece of removal here. Gets rid of a 0-cost champion, and we also get a demon. So you can think of it like a demon that also eats a 0-cost champion. Alright, let's just look at Sage here. Knight of Shadows. We're really lacking establishing champions. Champions that we play on the board right now with nothing in play. So right now we have Raxa and Knight of Shadows, and I think that's it. So we're looking for those. I'm not sure how many 1-cost events we have. Devour, Force Exile, and Lake. And we'll come back to Lessons Learned, which lets you replay an event from your discard pile. Temporal Shift, this card's great. Any deck. You can return something to hand, and then you also draw a card to replace it, and your opponent loses the card. So this is like +1, +0 for yourself, and then -1 for your opponent, but also you return something to hand. So it's a lot like a draw 2, which is a +1 in terms of your hand size. Except that instead of your hand size going up, your opponent's hand size goes down, and you return something to hand. Alright. Frantic Digging. I love this card in random 60 because it helps you find cards of other colors that you need. So you can usually put this in any deck. We also don't have very much recycle, so any 0-cost with recycle will be a lot stronger because it will always be able to recycle it if we have 2 cards in your discard pile. I mean, that goes for every recycle, but we're not going to be eating those cards with other 0-cost recycles. Yep. Some strong wild options as well. Rise of Rebellion, this card's great removal for a champion. It draws you a card, or it can be kind of almost a Flame Strike. Smash and Burn here, just because it's a draw 2 that has an extra effect. And the extra effect, in my opinion, is more the banish this card from your discard pile to deal 6 damage to your champion. Sometimes you can make something happen with the pump, but usually I don't rely on the +5 offense and the +5 defense for this card. And to also play Whirlwind, we don't have too many board clears right now. We're a little champion light. It's going to be a problem. I'm probably going to have to go through and add in some champions. Feeding Frenzy, this card's usually is pretty good. We can find a spot for it when something gets blocked by a human token. Flame Spike, same. It's just a recycle, and the effect's pretty nice. Same thing with the Wilds here. And then Lightning Strike. A lot of time you can take out a 1-cost champion that was just randomly left out with this. Alright, so I'd say that we're looking pretty good right now. Overall, I like our deck a lot, but we need more threats. So let's go ahead and add more threats in. We'll play a Silver Dragon here as an establishing champion, so we'll play as an empty board, draw a card, and then if we get to get rid of some tokens, that's great. That's kind of a bonus. Go ahead and play Fire Spirit here. Pretty much the same thing. We draw a card, we play it. If we get to use the ability, that's nice. Probably won't really be using that ability. Stalking Werewolf, kind of a similar deal here. How many Sage do we have? We have 1, we have 5 right now. So we can play Veldin. Oftentimes if you just hit for 1, it's pretty good. We'll play Lightning Elemental as well. Alright, now we have 7, so I wouldn't mind playing some more evil cards. I think I'm going to toss in Zealous Necromancer. Let's see how many board clears we have. We have Lake Claim. And I think the only other one is the Whirlwind, so we might want to also play this Reap and Sow. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy with the way this deck turned out. Try shoving more champions in here. I think this will help us out a lot. Our champions aren't extremely strong. We have some okay ones, but for For the most part, I think they'll do the job. There's a lot of tempo plays and some strong removal. Alright, well, let's just get into it. See if I can find an opponent here. If I don't find an opponent too quickly, I'll probably just quick play it and then hop into arena as I see people hopping into it. Against Zalvros. We're going first. This Knight of Shadow looks great. Gonna toss our recycle. Honestly, we don't have a draw to, which is a little worrying. Maybe we'll just lose the Reap and Sow. Alright. Looking good. Those are about Thought Plucker. There's no base set cards. Pretty much one of the best answers here would be Lightning Strike. Or maybe... There's that card that deals 6 damage to a champion and 6 damage to the player. And there's also the card that makes 3 wolves and deals 6 damage to a champion. Those are both really strong here. They're just gonna draw 2. It's good to me. You know, we could have played that, but I don't think our deck actually has that many one-cost events. Certainly not enough to warrant it. Also, Smash and Burn and Necrovirus both get eaten out of this card pile on their own, so we don't want to be lessons learning those. Golem. Sage Heavy, I guess. Gotta reset. Looks like they're drawing an extra card. We could Necrovirus that, but I don't really feel the need to. We're just going to draw 2. Probably with the Heinous Feasts. A little early for Heinous Feasts. Am I vanishing that? We'll have to see. I have 1 card in discard pile, so I can't fumble that really right now. Just gonna take it? Yeah, we're just gonna vanish that. Pass the turn. Fortunately, we don't really have a punish. But going to 8 cards in hand, then 9 if they draw a card, that garbage column has basically been removed because they don't really want to play it here. They'll just draw too many cards. I think we have. I think we have Veldin as our only Punisher, really. But I don't remember seeing any other Punishers that would be reasonable picks. They're going to deal 3 damage to our champion and gain 3 health, so we're just going to fire as a Rebellion that. It's a good target for it. See if they have a way to deal 1 damage here. They do. It's a smart play on their part. Passing, so I spend my gold, then they can deal the 1 damage, but yeah, it looks like they just... Yeah, what's your question, Cash? They also have Knight of Shadows, alright. Fine, our Lightning Strike is going to be great. We're just going to discard this Necrovirus, get some value for free. And they have a Lightning Strike. It's pretty funny. Right, well, we're gonna Stalking Werewolf here. See how you like Lightning Strike. Banish all. No, it's return to your hand from play. If a card changes zones, then it doesn't get to. Basically, if you ever have a trigger that says return to hand or move from this zone to another zone, and the card changes zones before the effect resolves, then it doesn't actually remember that it was there. So change zones again. So if you had a card that said something like return to play, return this card from your discard pile to play as like an ally ability for some reason, and then you played a card that returned it to your hand, you wouldn't then put it from your hand into play, even though that ability had triggered. If you didn't banish all, if you lessons learned a different card that didn't get rid of your Shadow Imp, you'd still be able to return your Shadow Imp to your hand. Make some human tokens. Not really anything we can do about that. Kind of feels bad to play this Raxa here. Okay, could, but be putting a lot of things in play. I'm just going to draw 2 with this Whirlwind. Maybe putting 2 demon tokens and 3 zombie tokens into play. I'd rather my werewolf gets dealt with first before I do that big of a dump. They have 9 in hand. They have a lot of cards in hand. I need to recycle my Heinous Feast. That's what I need to do. How many? They have 15 cards left in their deck. Alright. Taking the 1. Maybe they're going to play like a get rid of everything card. I'm not even sure it would be a bad play for me to smash and burn here. I think smash and burning my werewolf might be the correct play. But I'm not going to do it. If they interesting. Wins a change on their little double. Let's just fumble that. Go ahead and toss our Heinous Feast back, and probably this Lightning Strike's a good redraw. I'll hold on to Zealous Necromancer in hand so I can let's do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to figure out if I should lay claim and then try to attack with some tokens with this werewolf. Probably not. I think this is the play. Start my turn. That's a 9/9 forever. That's spooky. I think I'm gonna go for a Raxa play here though. I think I can clear the board with a Raxa plus Feeding Frenzy to kill the Airborne champion. And then this will have this will need 3 damage to die, so I can, the Raxa will deal 2, and then I can Flame Spike it. 3 zombies, get 2 demons, reel both of these to deal 2 damage to each opposing champion. We're gonna Feeding Frenzy that. Flame Spike there. And we'll recycle away some zeros. Probably didn't need to do all of that. I probably could have not Feeding Frenzied. But it's fine. It's the only reason that this could backfire is if there's an off turn, if there's a board wipe coming. That's a lot of value. Oh, I see what you're saying. Basically, whenever you activate an ally ability, all of the cards resolve before the ally ability happens. Like if you play, I'll give an example. So you have a blue dragon out. So blue dragon has the ally ability deal 2 damage to target champion, or to a target, right? And you play Wave of Transformation, so that turns everything into a wolf. And then you get to deal 2 damage to your target. You could choose one of the wolf tokens, or you could target them. 3 damage to target player and all of our champions, so I'm losing my zombies. That's fine. Don't worry about this draw out here. They got 13 cards left. We've honestly banished a lot of our own cards. 2 recycles and that Necrovirus banished itself. We don't have very many ways to activate our Smash and Burn. I think Fire Spirit might be the only one. Definitely the only one in our deck. I guess we also have some 1 cost in our discard pile. 12, huh? Not sure what's happening. Just going to reopen this because I don't know why I can't do anything. So no return to hand since it was banished. Yes, exactly. It's basically the opposite of a stack. So if you're coming from a Magic perspective, like Magic the Gathering, then Magic the Gathering, the thing that happened, the thing that just triggered happens right away. In this game, if something triggers, it happens after everything else. So it's the opposite of a stack. So I want a triple block here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have a demon left. Let's jump with one of these. Let's go for the triple block. We have this Forced Exile as backup if we need it. So right now, they could put 6 damage here, which means these demons would become 4 force after combat. But they don't have 14 damage to assign, so they can't kill all 3 without another 0 cost card. Yeah, that's the correct way to do it, to assign it, I mean. Demon token here. I'm gonna go ahead and go wild the second champion after blocks. Just as a deal 4 damage draw card. And this is why I wanted to wait until after blocks. Look at this value. It looks like they're going to block here, then activate it. So when champions are flipped, they can still use their expend abilities. Yep. Rock is Enforcer, they can't use that. So whenever another champion breaks, we'll get a zombie token. Maybe just better to go for the Veldin, honestly, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna hold on to this Fire Spirit so I can activate my Smash and Burn. And I'll probably discard... Probably gonna be the Silver Dragon, honestly. Just the least utility. Garbage Golem again. 10 cards left in their deck. So this is one that we turned to hand very early on. Just make 4 human tokens and draw a card. Got lots of tokens. Remember, when another champion gets broken, if it's not a zombie, then I get a zombie token. So we can upgrade all of our humans here, potentially. If they all died all of a sudden. We got a whole swarm here. Reset to return each champion to its owner's hand. Player's turn is draws cards, that's me. Alright, so I have a lot of cards in hand now. I'm just gonna play this Veldin and not reveal anything as a 10 attack Blitz champion. Get it for 10 here. Then we're gonna have to discard 3, which means it'll probably be Street Swindler, Zealous Necromancer, and I mean, honestly, Devour is probably better than Forced Exile, so Forced Exile will be my third one. I'd rather hold on to these 0-cost cards as situational than just play them out here because I have extra cards to discard. But it might be reasonable if I played like a Rescue Griffin there. Wouldn't have been that crazy. I banished 7 cards, which means that in the next 5, I have a Heinous Feast. I have 9 left. To return my Veldin. Yeah, they're gonna replay the Garbage Golem again. Alright, and they also have a Veldin. A very sage deck, I'll tell you that much. We're just gonna play this Angel of the Gate here. I think they should have played the Garbage Golem and then passed. And they could play the Vanishing here after I played the Angel of the Gate. And right now they have to discard 1 to maximum hand size unless they want to play something. Alright, just gain 5 health from that. Let's go ahead and get him for 7. That's awkward here because if they act first, then I can just whack them for 10. I think they know that. And then they're just gonna remove everything. That's fine. Just have lethal thing. That's gonna be game. Got there with the Veldin. The Veldin plays. I think Veldin hit for 20. We just did 20 damage to Veldin. I don't even know. I think we also hit with some tokens, basically. Alright, well, overall pretty good. Let's see what we got. Got an Inner Demon. That's coins. And let's see if we can get another match here. True mirror match. It's true. I think they're in a tough spot. But I definitely would have gone with the I probably would have gone with the Alara there instead of the Garbage Golem and just transformed my Big Blitz champion and had the Wolf token as an additional blocker. We're going first. This looks like a good hand, to be honest. We've got Rax at start. We've got Rift Summoner with Loyalty. We've got multiple draw twos. We've got removal. This hand looks great. Go ahead and put 2 demons into play and not banish anything. Against Happy Josiah. Street Swindler to draw 2 cards. What have you got for me, Josiah? Pearl Shift. If you drew that on a token, then nothing gets returned to my hand. Just awkward for me. I'm gonna go for the Smash and Burn here, so I'm just gonna get rid of a Heinous Feast. See if we can get in for 12, or maybe an Ambush Champion's going to come down here. I consider the Rift Summoner just because the demons are so big right now. They're 6/6s. So I could even have Rift Summoner how to break itself and then have 24 have 24 damage coming in. But I would have 1 less card in my hand. I still have a Smash and Burn in my hand. And I'd be very vulnerable to an off-turn board wipe. I'd probably lose the game. Oh yeah. Honestly, just establishers in general are very helpful. If you don't have any establishers in your deck or in your hand, it's going to be kind of awkward when it comes around to your turn and you can't take advantage of it. Otherwise, you might get into a situation where you're playing from behind because you only have cards like this. Go ahead and break that to gain 5 health. Get some sweet value. Main downside to doing that play is now we can't draw 2 cards. It's possible the right play there was to Rift Summoner and break my Raxa after blocks to just make 3 demons. Not sure. But I think that was too good to give up. And we still have multiple off-turn plays. Citadel Scholar, recycling away something, and then drawing 2, I'm guessing. If that stays, I might just Flame Spike it with my Smash and Burn in the discard pile. We'll see. The evil ones, yeah, they are. Alright, I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of deal 2 damage to finish off my, maybe like a... There it is. It's going to finish that off, and then the demon token will die because it no longer is getting +2 defense. So we're just going to play a Zealous Necromancer. And then we will Flame Spike the Citadel Scholar here. It's going to give us a zombie token when that dies. And I'm doing this at the end of Josiah's turn, so the zombie token can attack on my turn if I want. Which I probably will attack with it, so because I have my Feeding Frenzy here. We'll see. I might just go for the Knight of Shadows instead. If I get another draw 2 here, I'll probably attack. If I don't get another draw 2, then I'll probably play the Knight of Shadows. It's not a draw 2. I have a lot of card draw though. It's probably fine. We're gonna go ahead and attack anyway. Get him for 3. Time Thief. Returning that to my hand. Oh. Okay. Sure. Just gonna go ahead and break that to make 2 demons. No loyalty. Pass the turn. Pyromancer can't come out again, but it won't take out the Rift Summoner. Still a good chance it'll be played anyway. Now, having that Heinous Feast at the bottom of our deck is pretty nice. From the Temporal Shift. Alright, gonna make some zombies, I guess. I just get 1. Alright. Just double block this. We know about the Ascendant Pyromancer. And a Gudgeon. Alright. We are going to play this werewolf so we can start beating face, I think. Get in there, werewolf. Just gonna get blocked by something, but still. We'll just pass. Because I can Lightning Elemental, break it to make 2 demons, and that can take out one of these 2. You can apply a lot of pressure here without playing anything. And Lightning Elemental can be broken for 2 demons, is what I mean. Definitely taking this 2. And I'll have to take the 2 from the zombie token as well, because I don't want to have my summoner die to the Pyromancer. Interesting. Well, we can't really do anything about that. Is there anything I could draw that would change that? Fumble. I could draw Fumble. Alright, let's draw 2. From Beyond. Alright, spicy. Take 8 here. Guess it makes a demon. I just skipped through it pretty quickly. It makes a demon token with Blitz. And all of our evil champions get +1 offense and +1 defense this turn. Oh, this is Lightning Elemental. I thought this was the ambush one. Now I feel silly. Well, I'm not blocking it. I thought that was the ambush one. Oh man, that's a silly mistake. I can't remember the name of it, but there's an ambush version of this card. There's a 3 offense, 3 defense one. I still would play this, but I was playing it as though this was the ambush one. Let's come in for 9. I think this is our only piece of burn this Whirlwind here to 7 damage to both players. Let's see a Flame Spike for 2. Fires the Rebellion to 7. Rift Summoner as well. With loyalty, I'm guessing? Oh. Okay. How do you plead? Going to block the demon and then break. Oh, you know, I should have Necrovirus before blocks. That's my bad. Oh. Sure. Why not? This is fine. Wait, what? What was this used on? Oh, it was already used. It just looks like it hasn't been used yet. That's all. Alright, let's see what we want to do. Probably just going to be break that. Make some demons for my zombie. I think that's going to be the play. Definitely made some mistakes this game. I think we're still winnable. Taking some chip damage from that Gudgeon. We also just have to keep in mind that Josiah is not targetable by anything while his Gudgeon's in play. That's just smash and burn there. We are going to draw 2. gonna skip this, I think. I think I'm just gonna break all and make 4 tokens next turn. I'll also just play the Silver Dragon. Now there's just these two. I can use Silver Dragon to block that. Got the Griffin here as backup. Sure, we'll go with the Dragon. I always feel like I'm definitely going to have token targets to get rid of, but it also feels weak to board clear this. Should have just gotten the 3 zombies last turn, I think. I could have group attacked for 6 here. Now if my discard pile gets banished, it'll feel bad. The Gudgeon just sighed in relief. The Gudgeon's been there for so long. I think it's done, it's gotta have done like 8 damage to me so far. Done a lot. Maybe just finishing this knight here. Don't really need to. Could just rescue Griffin to block it. Fumble if that fails. Yeah, we'll save the vanishing for our real vanish target. Like that dinosaur from earlier, that was just a 10-11 ambush. That's a great thing to vanish. We'll just be as greedy as possible. We might die to that Gudgeon. It's the only thing. Oh no, we may actually die to the Gudgeon. Oh no. Just fumble that. Just not take that damage. Alright. 0 cost K9 health recycle. Seems great. It's like even better than second wind. The Gudgeon lives another day. Dropped his sword and ran away. Yeah, the Necrovirus. Lots of pumps. Josiah's deck. We've seen 2 so far, Smash and Burn and Arm. We've also have 2, I suppose. But alright, Rescue Griffin. Show us what you've got. To the rescue. If I take 5 here, it's probably not the end of the world, though. Both these will just bounce off of each other. And they can actually start attacking, maybe. Wing Death, alright. Well, I know what I'm getting rid of. Do you want to lose my 3-7 or my 9-8? Get rid of that in the most efficient way possible, which is that. Let's attack for 9 first. A couple of different ways we could race here. I think I'm going to go for the Forced Exile. It's pretty hard to punish. Of course we will, in fact, leave the Gudgeon out and just continue to take 2 every turn. Yeah, it's pretty similar. That's a good way to describe it. And divinations. I know. This Gudgeon. I can't get rid of it. It's just a untargetable, or not untargetable, it's unblockable 2-1. Chipping away at my health. Oh man. I think I'm gonna die to some kind of burn here. But we're taking it. I don't have a real good way to answer this. Could have cleared the board last turn, or I could have returned that to hand, but when it's, yeah, I'm dead. Good game though. Definitely made some mistakes that time. Alright. I know. Gudgeon hit me, I think 6 times. Gudgeon got played early and then it just got hit over and over again. Alright, well I'm going to end the stream here. I'll play some more of the arena next time, which will be on Friday. And it'll be a new arena, but this month there's no base set in the arena, so I think the arena will be random 30, but with no base set. In the meantime, have some good games, and I'll be back on Friday.